done.
This is the Deron Harris Podcast. Here's your host, Deron Harris.
Hey everybody, what's good? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Deron Harris, and today I'm a little upset. My mental health is all over the place. I know I was going to talk about something. I mentioned last week I was going to talk about a particular subject, but I'm going to put that subject on hold for a week because I need to get this out. Today is Friday. On Wednesday, we had an event that really sent me over the edge. And the reason why it sent me over the edge is because I have a school-age child. And on Wednesday, we had in this country another school shooting where a student, 14 years old, went to a school in Georgia with an AR-styled weapon and shot 2 teachers and shot 2 students, killed them all, killed 4 people. And I'm sorry, but this country has a huge problem. We have a huge problem with prioritization. We don't prioritize the things that we should be prioritizing. We don't put the things in the forefront that should be in the forefront. Something like this. This is a big deal, man. School shootings are a big deal, and we keep sweeping them under the fucking rug. And it's not really everybody. It's more or less the gun nuts, the Republicans, the people, and I hate to say it like this because I do know some Republicans that, I got some Republican friends, but and I want to ask these motherfuckers, man, how do y'all feel about this? How the fuck do you feel about this? You motherfuckers fight so hard for guns and to be able to carry and tote 75 guns and all kinds of guns, but nobody does anything to protect our children. There's nothing in place, really. And nobody goes as hard for our children as they go for these fucking guns. That's the fucking truth, man. Motherfuckers will fight your ass to the ground over some fucking guns. But they'll look for anything they can to cut school funding, to cut child tax credit, all kind of shit. They will fight tooth and nail to fucking not give your kids the shit that they need or the shit that they deserve. But they'll fight their ass off so that they can keep their hold of their guns and they don't have to fucking register them and they don't need to have anybody question their ability to take this. Man, fuck that. Fuck that. You hear me? You hear me, folks? Fuck that. Because the bottom line is this is what these motherfuckers are saying. They're saying that their guns are more important than our children. That is exactly what they're saying. They're so important that we can't be questioned about it. You get me? We can't be questioned about it. We can't give you any leeway on it. We can't give you any slack on this. No, we don't want to be accounted. We don't want to register our guns or have to register our guns or any of that. We don't want any of that. We don't want any accountability when it comes to these guns because we love them so much. And if you get in trouble with them, the last thing you want to do is be in fucking trouble. So that's why they fight so hard to keep these things in our lives the way that they do. And I've said this before. We got the biggest problem with guns on the face of the earth. Now, not to say that other people don't have gun problems, but when you look at other countries compared to our country, like countries like Japan, for instance, in Japan, they have virtually no gun crime. Oh, there's no gun. Yes, there are guns in Japan. There's 3. There's a rifle, there's a pistol, and I think there's like a shotgun or something like that. And there are tiers. You have to take class. You have to take class in order to fight, and you work up a tier system. You have this gun, right? You get to shoot this rifle now, and now you have to have X amount of hours with this rifle in order to move on. And not for nothing, while you are learning, while you're learning about these weapons, you're learning the safety procedures and everything that you need to know to safely possess a weapon. And as a direct result, because of all of the education in Japan, they got virtually no gun crime. But meanwhile, here the fuck we are, man. Every other day. Every day. Not every other day. It's every fucking day. It's every motherfucking day we got another problem with somebody that shot some shit up. Somebody is mad at this. Somebody done got bullied for that. Somebody can't take what motherfuckers said to them. Somebody's coming for their fucking property. All kinds of shit that we use excuses to pull out a firearm and kill a motherfucker. Oh, they cut me off in traffic. Oh, they headed me off at the pass at Dunkin' Donuts. All kind of dumb shit to kill a motherfucker behind. And that's all we are. We are obsessed here in this country with killing motherfuckers. Obsessed with it. We don't preserve life. We are not pro-life here. And Republicans need to shut the fuck up when they talk about pro-life. They want to take away your reproductive rights, but they don't want to give you any fucking. They don't want you to take any gun rights and any of that shit away either. They don't want to give you any reproductive rights, but they want to keep all that gun shit right where the fuck it is. And that's the dumbest shit in the world. They'll protect these guns, but not our fucking kids. And that's a fucking Republican for you. Okay? So if you're a Republican and you're listening to this podcast, make it make sense, man. Make that shit make sense. How you can't take care of our kids, or how you vote to fucking cut lunch and all kinds of shit, but you vote to keep guns in the fucking foreground. You got motherfuckers. Listen. This dude's father, the gun that was used, okay? The gun that was used in this tragedy, the kid's father gave to him. And not for nothing, they were questioned about this last year. Last year, this same kid said he was going to shoot up the fucking school. The same motherfucking kid said he was going to shoot the motherfucking school up. That's what he said. But then he lied. Well, I'd never say nothing like that, and da-da-da-da, so on and so forth. In order not to be in trouble. But you know what, though? That didn't stop his dad from giving him an AR-15 styled rifle for his birthday or some shit. And then he bragged on how he killed his first deer this year. Hell, he killed his first deer this year. What a fucking asshole, man. What a straight up asshole. Not the cheeks, the hole in the middle. The brown covered up hole in the fucking middle. What a dumbass, man. You're giving a 14, and I guess at the time he was 13. You're giving 13-year-olds shit that they could very well use to take life like my man just did. Like my man just did. That shit is ridiculous, man. That shit is the shit that's the most ridiculous, though, is how we don't want to do nothing about it. We don't want to do shit about it. It's, we can't really talk about it. Nah, man. It should have been talked about the first time. The first time that this happened. The first time we had a student running and shoot up a school. This is when all this shit should have come to the forefront, and it should have been bipartisan, but it never is, because these motherfuckers down here like they guns. Motherfuckers are so upset. Oh, man, I got to get this one. Oh, this one right here, man. And look at this. It's got 2.4 millimeters or such a... Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're out here glorifying instruments used to take life. And you're so quick to deal out death. Oh, I'll shoot that motherfucker right in the back. But if somebody shoots somebody that you love, oh, it's senseless tragedy. I don't know how this could have happened. It fucking happened because you voted to keep these motherfuckers unaccountable. That's what happened. Okay? So stand the fuck up in it. This shit just fucking makes me mad, man. It just makes me so mad. And I don't really like to, I like to kind of start my podcast real easy. And I like to kind of lean into some cool, hey, how y'all doing, everybody? Everybody good? You good? Good, baby. That's good. Everybody good. But not today, man. Not today, because I'm fucking pissed. And I'm scared. I'm scared. I have a 16-year-old school-aged son that is in school. And I'm scared as fuck every day that somebody's going to say, oh, such and such shot up such and such a school. Or such and such brought a fuck, oh, this is locked down, such and such. I'm fucking scared of that shit, man. They said parents from all over the place. There was one guy, this dude said, I was on my motorcycle. He said, I ran stoplights. I drove on the other side of the fucking road. I did whatever I could to get to the school to my child. That shit is ridiculous, folks. People's whole lives. There are 4 lives, okay? 4 people's lives that have been taken, but there are countless people that were affected behind those 4 lives being taken. Apparently, the teacher, the female teacher, she was celebrating her birthday with her students or something like that. Fucking dumb. And this fucking, see, and this is where I don't know, where I kind of feel like being insensitive, because this right here, this ain't nothing more than motherfuckers who don't get their way. Who don't get their way, spoiled. Motherfuckers who are spoiled. And I'm sorry, being bullied is not an excuse. Being bullied is not an excuse to go shoot up a school. It's not. I'm sorry. Flunking out of class or having a teacher ride your ass is not a reason to come shoot up a fucking school. I'm sorry. It just does not compute. Doesn't make any sense. And is completely not necessary. He acted selfishly. And, his father right now is being held on a few counts of manslaughter, some second-degree murder charges, and all kind of shit. And rightfully so. You gave your minor child an instrument used to take life, which he took 4. He took 4 lives and ruined countless others. All them kids at school are now traumatized. There are so many kids across this country all of a sudden that have been traumatized by their friends being killed, or their teachers being killed, or their family members, their kid, everybody, man. People just traumatized because motherfuckers get booty hurt and roll up in school with a pistol or a rifle and just want to lay motherfuckers down because they made fun of me last week. Shut the fuck up and go tell somebody. Go tell a motherfucker, man. Motherfuckers taking shit into their own hands. And now your dumb ass is 14. Now you got to be sitting in the juvenile detention center till your ass is 17, where then you will be transferred to maximum security prison. With your dumb ass. That ruined your whole fucking life. What the fuck did you think? You was just going to ride off into the fucking sunset and get away with it? No, motherfucker. They're going to lock your ass up. They're going to try you as a fucking adult. And I'm sorry, all that little innocent, I'm 14. Oh, that shit is gone. This shit is out the window. This shit is over. You have officially fucked that up for yourself. And then, I'm sorry, you didn't fuck it up. Your father fucked it up. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it just like this. Any parent that's out there that is giving their minor child firearms, you need to be locked the fuck up. That's all I feel. That's how I feel about it. You need to be locked the fuck up. Simple as that. And I think if you're going to do that, though, if you're going to give your minor child firearms, the first thing you need to do is you and your child need to go down to the courthouse and register that firearm in your name first and his name second, just like co-signing for a car. Your name first, his name second, and then you sign a waiver that says anything that this child does with this gun, you will be held responsible for it. So if he goes out and shoots up a school, you damn right. And this is already on the motherfucking paper. This is on the paper. And this is why motherfuckers do it, because there's nothing on paper saying that they will be held accountable for this stuff. Now, people, they do, they come behind and say, okay, we're going to hold you accountable for this. Okay, kind of, that's fine, cool. Hold them accountable. But what it needs to happen is it needs to be written. It needs to be written in stone. It needs to be written into law in all 50 states. If you give your minor child a weapon, then you and your child need to register that gun, and anything that happens while that child is in possession of that gun, that is your fault. That becomes your burden. That's your child. So Pops is facing murder charges just like his son facing murder charges, and that's tragic. That's tragic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Another child, another youth has to go to prison because he has acted above his age and he has taken life because he was encouraged by his father to go out and kill things. I mean, I could understand if we were hunter-gatherers back in the day, we had to go out and we had to shoot and kill for our food. But we don't even have to do that now. We don't even have to do that now. I mean, we still do, but we don't even have to do that now. Take our ass right on down to motherfucking to the grocery store and buy the shit we need without killing shit. But motherfuckers want to go out in the woods and they want to have some sports and they want to do all kind of, okay, fine. You know, but keep in mind, man, this shit right here is about to be on your ass. This shit is about to be on your ass. If you want to give your child his gun, we're going to be on your ass. And I think also that there should be monthly check-ins. There should be firearms testing. There was a movie that I watched when I was getting my driver's license, and it was called Signal 30. And I think there's a couple other movies that are like it that are out there where they show you what the fuck happens when you act fucking stupid behind the wheel of a car. And it was clip after clip after clip after clip, about an hour and a half worth of clips of fucking mangled up dead motherfuckers inside of like all kind of cars and tractor trailers, and at the bottom of lakes and shit, whole cars flipped over on motherfuckers, and heads severed and motherfuckers cut in half because motherfuckers acting stupid in traffic. But we don't have that for firearms. Maybe we do, but it's not shown, and it should be to anyone who wants to own a firearm. If you want to own a firearm, then this is what you need to take a look at. You need to take a look at how these bullets and how these firearms affect your body when they're hit, and how they affect families after the fact. Simple as that. But we don't. We make it so easy. We can go on down here to the Tampa Gun Show, and we can show our ID and get inside, and I like that motherfucker right there, and I can put some money down on it, and I can walk right out of here with that bitch. Put some fucking bullets in it and start pulling the fucking trigger. And now here in Florida, I mean, our governor is a fucking complete dumbass. I mean, he has made it now you don't have to have a license to carry a concealed firearm. You don't even have to have that. You could just you could get a gun, put that bitch in your pants, and walk the fuck out. Anywhere. They got shit. They have signs on buildings that they shouldn't even have. Like I walked up to a church the other day, and they had a sign on the side of the building that said no firearms on the fucking church. Really? You motherfuckers got to be told not to bring guns into church. Really? That's how much y'all love guns? Y'all got to bring them to church, huh? And even still, I'll keep going. The motherfucker running for president, the orange motherfucker running for president, his fucking base, they're fucking idiots. And I will just say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to call it out. If you're voting for him, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of the fucking ridiculous shit y'all put. I saw on somebody's fence the other day, plain as day, big as they could. I mean, there's a rich guy, too, because the house is really nice. A couple of nice cars, a couple of nice trucks in the driveway. But this motherfucker right on the front of God, guns, and Trump. What the fuck are you talking about, man? The fuck are you talking about? Your ass needs to be struck by lightning and ran the fuck over with your John Deere tractor, motherfucker. You motherfuckers are the stupidest motherfuckers I could ever, holy shit. Are you that stupid? Are you that insensitive? Do you love guns that much? Do you hate children and humanity that much that you would rather defend firearms than fucking human life? Defend firearms over your fucking children. Stupid. And this fucking orange motherfucker's vice presidential candidate, fucking dickhead Vance, his fucking ass. Oh, it's a fact of life here in America. Yeah, because of you motherfuckers. It's a fact of life because you motherfuckers don't pass the legislation you need to protect our kids. And it's motherfuckers like you who sign off on it. You're a fucking coward. You're a fucking douchebag. Put your fucking guns down and put your fucking hands up. Simple as that. As simple as that. Put your guns down and put your hands up. But that's the problem. You motherfuckers is pussies. Pussies. Smelling straight like motherfucking Star-Kissed out in this bitch. Pussy-ass, tuna fish smelling bitches is what you are. Out here fucking just carrying guns for the sake of, oh, look at my fucking gun. Look at this. It's so shiny and it's pretty and it can take life just like that. I can put these motherfucking rounds and I can fire them off over your fucking head and shoot your whole life down. Man, fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. And yes, I said it. And my name is Deron Harris. Okay? For anybody out there who's got words for me, or has anything they need to say to me about this and they fucking guns, my name is Deron, D-E-R-O-N, Harris, H-A-R-R-I-S. Get it right. You can reach out to me on my social media, and I will talk down you motherfuckers every day of the week about this, because I'm going to tell you what, I care about my kids. Fuck a gun. How about that? I care about my kids. I got so many of my friends. I even have a friend that was a gun broker at one time. And funny story. My friend, the gun broker, was cleaning his weapon one day and shot himself in the leg. Right. For fucking what, man? For what, man? But that didn't deter him. That doesn't deter people. Being shot or being close to death, that just doesn't deter people. Having people they're close to being killed, that doesn't deter people. And I'm saying, yo, for real, the Democrats, you motherfuckers is guilty too. And I'm going to tell you why you're guilty, because you don't fight hard enough. You don't come out and you don't call it what it is. And you back down. You have groups like the NRA, the National Rifle Association, you bunch of fucking douchebags. That's right, I'll call you douchebags. Because you motherfuckers care more about your fucking weapons than you do about your fucking people, man. See how backwards that is? See how stupid that is? You motherfuckers are idiots, and you just are. And you should really turn around and look at the path of destruction that all of your policies has laid back before. I mean, go take a look, man. All the shit that you guys vote for, and then see how that turns out. All the shit that you guys vote against, and then see how that shit turns out. I hate to make this shit political every time. I hate fucking politics. I fucking hate it. But right now, it's got to be that, because right now, unfortunately, these are the motherfuckers right now in charge of the fucking country. These same motherfuckers that want to take all these fucking, all these protections away from us are the same motherfuckers that want to, uphold their fucking gun laws and their gun rights and, my right to bear arms. Ain't nobody trying to take all your guns, but do you need 95 fucking assault weapons? No. You got 2 hands, motherfucker. You got 2 hands. You got 2 hands. You don't need a bunch of fucking guns, but nope. The more the merrier. And I'm going to tell you what. It takes one bullet to render all those guns that you purchased null and void. As soon as somebody takes your ass the fuck out, all them guns that you bought, them shits are just sitting there now. Only needed one after all, huh? Didn't even really get to use that motherfucker, did you? But I'm going to tell you what. And this is why. And before I tell you why, I'm going to take a quick, fast break. And when I come back, man, I'm going to tell you why this shit is. I'm going to tell you exactly why these motherfuckers want to continue to have this. They want to continue to protect these guns. They want to continue to protect this way of life. Give me 2 minutes. Let me go to the bathroom. I'll come right back. I'll be right back, and we're going to get right down to the bottom of this. And like I said, I'm just going to be honest and pull the wool right off it. All right? I'm Deron Harris. I'll be right back.
So, how'd he go?
Word is natural causes.
Look at all the flowers.
Yeah, he had a lot of friends.
Raid Earth Blends. It has a not-so-friendly insecticide that uses a blend of earth and science ingredients with the killing power of the chrysanthemum flower.
Who sent the, chrysanthemums?
Raid Earth Blends uses the power of earth and science to kill bugs dead.
Raid Earth Blends, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality. ACS!
Hey, y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Today I'm talking about the shooting that happened in Georgia a couple days ago on Wednesday. And I'm going to tell you why before I went to break, I was about to break down to you guys why I thought that they were afraid to make legislation to restrict some gun access, especially to some minors. But this is the reason why that the red states are always so pro-gun, and it's because it's several reasons. Okay, yeah, one reason is so we can go out and do some hunting and things like that, but these motherfuckers want to be able to fucking bear arms if shit doesn't go their way. If you follow me. Now, I've been hearing that if this black lady gets elected president, that the country is going to go into full-out civil war. And as I ride around the country here, the ride around here, especially in the town I live in. I mean, the town I live in. As I ride around in the rural parts of the county, all I see is, all these little symbols of hate. Let's put it, all these symbols of hate, and we're ready, and don't tread on me, and God, guns, and Trump, and if this bitch wins, then we're going to pull out all the stops, and we're not going to certify the election, and we're going to storm the Capitol, and all kinds of dumb shit is what they want to do. And they need guns to do that, because they just can't walk up and say, hey, we challenged the election. No. You're going to need some more force to challenge the election. And that's what they want to do. They just want to challenge the election. And that's what I mean. Motherfuckers are sore losers, okay? Motherfuckers are sore losers. And the reason why you motherfuckers are losing is because you pick poor candidates. You're picking a shit candidate. You're picking shit candidates, and he's getting his ass kicked all of a sudden. And now you're mad that this black woman has crept up on this motherfucker's heels and now is about to overtake his ass. And that's what motherfuckers is upset about. That's what you guys are all upset about. The fact that a black woman could actually run the country. Which I don't understand why that shit is a big deal anyway. I mean, I really don't get it. I don't understand why men, and usually, and I'm going to say it's white men that think that people of color can't do anything. I saw an interview with Marlon Wayans, a little bit off the subject, about the Scary Movie franchise and the success of the Scary Movie franchise. And these people tried to tell Keenan, oh, man, that's successful for a black director. And Keenan said, no. Take that label off of there. Take that black director label off of there, because basically what you're doing is you're putting a cap on black success. You're putting a cap on black success. Oh, that's pretty good for a black person. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's great for a director, any director. They're trying to make it seem like, it was a fluke that he was able to do. No. Keenan made him take that shit off. Take that shit back. I'm a director. That happens to be black. Okay? It's not, the success of this black director. No. It's the success of a director. But that's the problem. Everybody wants to put a label on black success. And if it's not what they want, then what do? They try to attack it, and they try to discredit it, and they try to tear it down, and they make it into fiction. And no, this isn't really how it should be. It really is the way that it is over here, like we've always been doing it under the white American standards. No, man. Those standards are gone, okay? That's one thing that the American people need to realize, that these white American standards are leaving. They're leaving. And the reason why is because America's more than just white. And I think for the first time in history, Americans are starting to realize that we are more than just white people here. We represent a whole slew of different cultures, ethnicities, and all kinds of things, all kinds of people. And instead of embracing that, there's so many white folks out there that they detest it. And they fight against it, tooth and nail. And they fearmonger. These people are coming for your black jobs. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely desperate is what it is. It's absolutely desperate. Trying to hang on and cling on to what little power they have left in this country. And that's why they are pulling out all the stops and all the attacks and everything they can. They are throwing the book at this woman because she's black. Because, well, now it's a big deal. She's not black or she is black. Listen, shut the fuck up again. All right? I have a mixed race. Actually, I have 3 mixed race children. One of those children is his mother is white. It's my son Deron. And his mother is white. And they don't look at him as being white. They look at my son as being black because he's black. Now, his mother is white as they can get. White as she can get. But I'm a black man. And he looks like a black man. Just like Kamala. Kamala's not black. Get the fuck out of here. That woman looks just as black as my son does. Yeah, she's mixed race. But she looks just as black as my son does. And I don't give a fuck what white person wants to dispute that. I don't care what white person thinks that they know what it should. Oh, no, that's not really what it. Shut the fuck up. For one, you're not black. Okay, so you don't fucking know. All right, so lean your ass on back and sit your ass on down. Simple as that. And stay out of black folks' business. All right? Stop calling out shit that you don't know what the fuck it is before you do any fucking research. That's the fucking problem. You motherfuckers want to know everything. Want to control everything, including blackness. But them days is over. But that's why they want these guns, though. That's why they want the freedom to have these guns and the freedom to stockpile as many as they can in the event that something in this country goes the way that they don't want it to go. They can all unify and stand up and challenge the narrative. And that's one of the reasons that they keep these gun laws so lax. You know, I mean, nobody's trying to take away your guns. I mean, hey, man, it's 2024, about to be 2025. The way of the fucking world now is to be armed. You know, I am strongly anti-gun. You know, my friends, all of my friends will tell you, all of my friends, this motherfucker does not, but here I am, on the cusp of me having to get a firearm in order to protect my family. And that's a shame. That is a motherfucking shame that I got to go out and do something that I go against in order to have protection for my family. It just doesn't make sense. It's insane. It's insane the way that we glorify these objects because they're shiny and they're pretty and they're high velocity and they put holes in things and they can take a life and they make you feel big and strong. And I feel the same way about the fucking police too. I don't think the police should get guns right away. I really don't. I think as soon as you get the force, you should get a wooden gun, just like motherfucker from the other guys. Just like Will Ferrell's character and the other guys, that motherfucker had a wooden gun to start, and that's what you get. You get a wooden firearm. That's what the fuck you start with. And what that'll do is that will teach your ass how to use your fucking mouth in the community to do real police work, to engage for real, to address people with respect, as opposed to pulling out your gun. Get on the fucking ground, you fucking asshole. Get your ass on the fucking ground. You're so aggressive because you have a firearm. And you know that motherfuckers have to bow down to you. But if you was walking around with a wooden gun, I bet you'd change the way you talk to motherfuckers. I bet you'd change your approach to police work. And I'm not saying you can never get a gun. You'll get one, but only after you prove your commitment to your community. And not just the white community, but the Hispanic community, the black community, the Asian community, the Indian community, all communities. That's when you should get your gun. And it should be a tier system. And you get quizzed on it. But the problem is we need police so bad, motherfuckers needs police so bad that they just hire motherfuckers like regular job applications. You can walk right to the police station, fill out a job application, get an interview next week, and be in a police academy the week after that. Motherfuckers is trying to get some cops hired. But like I said before, maybe we need that. Maybe we need more cops of color. We do. Because right now, They sit down and they call, you know, oh, the gangs. These gangs are coming from over the borders. These gangs in Chicago. These gangs. But the police, that's the biggest gang in the country. The police, that is the biggest gang in the country. And if you don't fucking believe it, you're a fucking idiot. If you can't see it, you're fucking blind. These motherfuckers do what they want. And I sit back here and, you know, I mean, even in the town I live in, you know, I mean, there's a handful of black cops. Handful of them. I don't think there's any Latin cops here. They're all good old boys. They're all these good old boys. And you can come down here and check my story if you want. You can come right on down here and check my story if you fucking want to. All these little rural towns in North Florida, that's all there is these motherfucking good old boys and their buzz cuts and their Moanabe stickers. And I'm not going to support that bitch Kamala Harris because my president is Trump. Okay, Mr. Chief of Police. And it's the truth, man. It's the truth. And if you think I'm lying, do some research. Do some research. Do some fucking research. You know, and it's just mind-blowing to me that all the minutia that is put in the way of really getting down to the bottom of this school shooting, and not even just the school shooting, the mass shooting problem that we have in this country. Because we got motherfuckers shooting up concerts, we got motherfuckers shooting up schools, we got motherfuckers shooting up churches, grocery stores, fucking all kind of shit, man. Motherfuckers just walking into someplace with a weapon and opening fire. And the reason why is because they're so easy to get. Anybody can get one. I could walk right down the street. I could walk right into Walmart and I can get a shotgun for $200 right off the fucking shelf. No questions asked. That's wrong. That's wrong. First of all, I think all firearms need to be purchased, not from a sporting goods store. They need to be places like that are monitored by the government. Everybody that buys a firearm, your name goes into a registry in the government saying that you now own a firearm. With your fingerprints, your social security number, and all kinds of stuff. All that stuff. Everything. Your home address, where you work at, you know, your fucking, you know, emergency contact, you know, you fucking everything. Everything. You know, 5 references. Every damn thing. In order to get a gun. Because that's the problem in America, okay? The problem is it's too easy to take life here. It's too easy to jump on the take a life bandwagon. There's so many ways to do it. There's so many ways to get around it. There's so many ways to get what you need to make it happen. But people's weapon of choice is a gun. It's hard to kill somebody with a knife. It really is. First, you got to get close to the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to kill somebody with your bare hands. Anyway. Never mind getting close to the motherfucker. It's hard to do that shit anyway. It's hard to take a life with your bare hands. But it's super easy to take a life with a firearm. And it's super easy to get them. So therefore, in this country, it's just easy to take life here. And one day, I hope one day that the people of this country, the citizens of this country, will realize that the safety and the well-being of our children is way more important than our right to bear arms. And that's just the way I feel about it. All right? I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Deron Harris Podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in. And think about this, folks. It's a big deal. It's going to continue to be a big deal because something tells me that this is not going to be the last one. This is not going to be the last one. And I hope and I pray for every family out there that has experienced this, who has been affected by this, who have been victims of this. I pray for these people, and my heart goes out to these people. But the people that deserve this, the people that deserve the punishment, I don't hate anyone, and I don't wish ill feelings on anyone. But I do hope that you understand the severity of what happened. And I do hope that somewhere down there that you are remorseful for what you've done. And I hope that one day that God can forgive you. Because what you did, what all of you did, from the dude who shot up the concert in Las Vegas to the children that died down in Texas a few years ago, all the way up to this tragedy here on Wednesday. These things have got to stop. We've got to get a hold of these things. And the way we get a hold of them is we vote out the motherfuckers who protect these things. Okay? Guns don't need to be protected. They got enough protection now as themselves. It's our children. It's our way of life that needs to be protected. And mainly our children. Because our children are our future. And if our future is shooting up other people, other members of the future, then what do you think our future is going to look like? What do you think? If we don't do nothing about this, it's just going to get worse. And that's just the nature of life. That's the nature of everything else. If you driving around on ball tires and you ain't doing shit, eventually one of them tires is going to fucking blow. And it's the same thing here. We're riding on ball tires, riding on 4 ball tires here, folks. In a minute, this shit is going to blow the fuck up. So, listen to what I'm saying, folks. Hit the polls. Go out. Vote against this shit. If you are against it, vote against it. Don't stand up in some other bullshit because you think you're some fucking businessman. You're not, okay? And not for nothing, I'd rather have people who care about humanity than who care about business, all right? I don't give a fuck about the economy when it comes to life, actual life, people breathing and hearts beating, because it seems like they only care about life. And I'm talking about the Republican Party. They only care about life when it's a woman that wants to have an abortion. We're so pro-life. No, you can't do that. We're so God. But as soon as that baby comes out, the first thing you want to do is shoot it. All you want to do is shoot and kill it. You want to shoot and kill other people. So stop telling me that you guys are the party of pro-life when the main thing that you protect are guns. You don't protect life. You protect guns. So stop telling me and everybody else that you're the party of pro-life, because you're not. You're the party of pro-guns, which is the party of pro-death. All right? I'm Deron Harris. Thank you for joining me. I want to thank my mother and my father for giving me this mouthpiece I got on my face. I want to thank my wife for being supportive of my endeavor to do my podcast. I want to thank my producer for encouraging me also and sending me material that enrages me on a daily basis. I want to thank Gentry Thomas for giving me the platform to reach you folks on, and I want to thank everybody who is listening to my podcast. Now, I do this every week. I thank you guys every week, and I thank you guys the same way every week, and I am thankful, and I'm grateful. But what I want from you guys now is I want you guys to go out now and start making some noise about this. Don't let this shit settle, because that's what happens. It blows up and then it settles and then it happens again. It blows up, it settles, and then it happens again. Don't let it settle. Keep it out there in the forefront. Keep talking about this. Make them accountable. Make them do something. Make them turn the mirror around on themselves and admit that it's them who's doing it. All right? Because when that happens, then that's when I think that we'll make some progress here in this country. But until then, this is what we got, folks. All right? So until next week, y'all, go out there and hug your kids, man. Tell them that you love them. And educate them. Educate them on what's going on. Educate them on what's happening. Because you never know, man. You never know. It's so random these days. It's so random these days. Take every opportunity you can to let the people that you love, let them know that you love them. All right? All right, y'all. See you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.